So this guy's 05 with 97K on it. What kind of bearings did we go with?
I don't know.
We went with BE bearings. So what's a brief overview of the process of how you handle this job? Car pulls in, go. Bruh. All right, welcome back. Well, as you guys know, we can handle consignments, and this E60 M5, first year production, is here for sale at our store. We got to go through it, do a full formal inspection and all that, but really impressive. The most recent owner, the current owner, has had it since 2016, late 2016, 2017. Full stack of records. I just went through every single one of them, wrote out an entire Excel document and some documents going back to 2014. So we got a ton of service records on hand. Throttle actuators have been tackled a couple times. And during the 7 years of ownership that this gentleman, local owner, has had this car, spent well over $30,000 worth of maintenance. So really well sorted example, just over 134,000 miles. Some small tasteful modifications, including an Eisenman exhaust, set of wheels, and a whole set of maintenance records going back all the way to 2014. This is gonna be an exciting car. We don't carry many E60 M5s for many different reasons. However, when this one came in and we met the owner, went over all the records and understood what this car is, this is definitely one that we are getting excited to sell. So take a look at the inside. Silver gray, silver growl on Silverstone. I'll do a quick startup for you too. Nice Eisenman sport exhaust, carbon fiber tips. And of course, the luscious V10. Now, a lot of you guys, when we asked you about what was the best BMW engine ever made, obviously top three, a lot of you said E60 M5, or it was actually the fight on what is the best M5. Some of you guys fought us and said, nope, E39 M5, no way. To each their own, but we've got an E60 M5 now with a ton of service records. So if you guys are looking for one, raise those hands. Just over 130,000 miles. This guy is gonna be right around 20K, 21K mark. It's a lot of car for the money. Dining strut tower bars, heads up display, rear heated seats. Well sorted driver's example. Those I&D roundels, baby. This is a 2014 M235, the Sorrel blue on black, just over 98,000 miles, automatic, good service history on it. Is gonna go through the shop, should be available in the next couple weeks. New set of tires, suspension, brakes, pan gasket. Gonna be attending to a couple other items cosmetically too, but really excited for this one. We've been hunting for a good M235 for a long time now, well over 2 years, and we're just starting to get a lot of these in. Let's go ahead and start it up. Oh, check out the interior, Jay. Ooh, good timing. Jay, the 340, good. Hey, B58. That car is great. It's really, you know, man, it's really reminiscent of the 1 Series. It really reminds me of 135, really neutral chassis, driver focused, driver centric, M235, all right. All right, so for the past 7 years, we've sold close to 2,000 BMWs, and sometimes we get the fortunate privilege to sell a couple of them, a few a month, over for the second or maybe even third time. And this E46 is a 2005 330 Xi all-wheel drive with just over 130,000 miles. Silver on natural brown sport pack, really clean, well kept. For example, before we sold it a few years ago, we did a huge maintenance on it and it just went through our shop. Again, it is now available for under 8 grand. We tackled the hood struts, replaced them, valve cover gasket, front control arm bushings, passenger front axle, right rear axle seal, oil service, brake flush, coolant flush. Looks like we sorted out the driver's side front window regulator as well. And that's it. Really nice car for under 8 grand, E46, lovely color combo, really good cosmetic condition and mechanically. But again, if you got a friend who's looking underneath a 10K car, this is it. These guys, we got two E46 M3 verts. You guys may recognize this one, the Amola Red on Amola Red 6-speed with 140K miles, stack of service records. Both of these guys are listed below $20,000. This one we took back in on trade after selling it earlier in the year. The gentleman, Marshall, who bought the X3 M40, traded this back in. This blue guy is now available as well. This one is a 6-speed. That's an 01. This one's an 05 with 130 on it. And the list of maintenance that we performed on both of these, including this one that just got listed, is pretty extensive. But again, both 6-speed, clean title cars, good color combos, should last long. As always, Dave is always finding some nice E90 328s and 52 cars under 100,000 miles. This TC Blue on tan. All the work just got completed, state inspected, hopefully getting this listed either today or tomorrow. And this white one, pre-LCI, just showed up. This guy literally just came off the truck an hour ago. 89,000 miles for a 2008, white on tan. So two more E90 328s coming to match the 2010 with 75,000 miles right here. Just got a fresh alternator. That one is going to be selling to a local couple tomorrow. White on tan 328, blue on tan Sport Pack 328, and a gray on gray 328. All underneath 100,000 miles, all for sale. Underneath that 11K price point. Oh, big update. Big update. The LSB, the Laguna Seca Blau, or what do you call it, Jay? The Viagra Blue? Well, we're getting stimulated next week because this LSB is going in Monday, Tuesday for its swap. We're gonna be making it a 6-speed. We can handle the big 3 here at our store. We can also handle your SMG to 6-speed swap in-house. The machine, the bell housing gets machined, all OEM components. So it feels like a brand new E46 M3. It is a brand new E46 M3 linkage. We'll check out the clutch and flywheel, see if we need to replace those. At the very least, we'll probably replace the clutch. But this guy is gonna be a 112,000 mile 6-speed by mid next week. When you come back, Jay, we'll check it out. So this is exciting. Good timing, Jay, because Sean is wrapping up a rod bearing replacement on an E46 M3 we got here. Good customer of ours, John Hazelton, picked this car up locally. He lives locally. Picked it up not too long ago last year. It's got 97,000 miles on it. It's 2005. And let's go ahead. As you know, if you own an E46 M3 or have looked at an E46 M3, one of the common issues that we see is rod bearing failure with the connecting rods. As you can see, again, 2005 with 97,000 miles, and we've seen failures and worse wear at lower mileage examples, but you can see the wear on the bearing shells themselves. This one is starting to come through a little bit, but overall not that bad. So we tackled, obviously, the oil pan gasket got replaced, fluids, engine mounts, and a new set of bearings and bolts. But let's pop over here. Sean, our master tech, is handling the repair. Sean, you almost wrapped up?
We'll see.
What'd you do?
These apart, I put them back together.
Oh, just like he lifts things up and puts them down. So this guy's 05 with 97K on it. What kind of bearings did we go with?
I don't know.
We went with BE bearings. So what's a brief overview of the process of how you handle this job? Car pulls in, go.
Drain the oil.
Bruh. Drop the oil pan.
And then you lower the subframe.
Okay.
And then you take the oil pan out.
Uh-huh.
And then you roll the engine over with a ratchet.
Uh-huh.
And do one connecting rod at a time. You replace the bearings.
Nice.
Work it. Onto the next one.
Put it back up.
And then you put it back together. And fill it up with oil. And then you enjoy it for another 100,000 miles.
There you go.
And do it again.
There you go. There you go. Thanks, Sean.
Okay.
You guys work at a dealer, do you know what the relationship is between sales and service? I'll give it to you right here. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Dan. Would you look at that?
All right, since the boys are really busy in there, I feel like the M2 today, brand new M2, is like the E46 of '01, like that 2003 E46. Like,
Yeah.
what happened? Why does an M3 have 4 doors? Like, what
It's
is
the
going on?
size. It's the size. So everything BMW, I feel like 2012, 13 was like a big turning point. BMW got really good at putting big power into big cars, and that's what they do. I feel like every car now is a Grand Tourer.
Okay.
Everything is big, it's wide. It's funny, we had an M4, an F80, an F-Gen M4 competition next to an E46 M3 out here, and just length, wide, everything, it trumps it, it's huge. That's what BMW is doing. They're putting big power into big cars. They've gotten really good at it. So then the 2 is now the 3, the 1 became the 2. And then you look at where the market is going in America, right? They're the wagons, the sedans, they're all leaving. We're just going to be a CUV and SUV market. But I don't know. That's
BMW.
That's my thought.
They've lost some character.
I'll hold on to my E46 as long as I can.
Daniel.
Talladega Nights, Jay. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Finally.
Ricky Bobby. Yeah, shake and bake. I was saying how, and you just hold this and give us your response. I feel like the new M2 is like the E46 of old. Like, why does an M3 have 4 doors? Like, what is BMW doing? They're moving cars bigger, and then but changing the name and making them smaller. How do you feel about that, man? You got some thoughts, Daniel? Come on.
Well, you mentioned they're making cars bigger. I think they're just tailoring towards the American and the American market. Here in America, we are a little bit bigger. We love our food and we love our families. So, no, truthfully speaking, Jay, I hopped in that car yesterday, drove it around, and it felt like I was in an E46 M3 as far as like the size and that sort of thing.
What was that?
And then we walked it, so this M235 right here. Yeah, hopped in that car yesterday, drove it around, and what was interesting is John pulled it here in the bay, and Sean had an E46 M3 in the, on his lift, and they were both about the same height, and from tip to tail, basically the same way. So, I don't know what's going on. It's a fun car though, so.
Thanks again for checking out one of our videos. Here at Atlas Motor Company, our BMW inventory gets refreshed every single week. We're gonna have fresh new content for you on a weekly basis. If you like what you guys saw, please like, subscribe, hit that notification button so you get alerts, and we'll see you next time.